Am I the asshole? For asking my boyfriend to pay me back after he ate my food? My F24 boyfriend M25 have been dating for a year. We moved in together a month ago. We both split expenses, that is rent, some groceries and bills. We each buy our own self-care products, shampoo, body lotion, body wash, and stuff like that, and groceries. If we buy anything that's meant to be used consumed by the two of us, then we also split the cost. He works till late every day. I work a normal 9-5 job. Because of this I eat dinner alone every weekday. The other day I ordered a pizza. The place I like doesn't have individual pizzas, only regular sized ones. I ordered a pizza and ate most of it. There was 3 slices left. I put them in a recipient and save it to eat it later. The day after yesterday around mid-morning I went over to the fridge to grab something else and noticed that my food was gone. I waited until my boyfriend woke up and asked him if he had ate it. He said he did, so I asked him to pay me back for half of the pizza I brought since I had paid it all myself. He laughed because he thought I was joking, but I told him I was serious. I brought that to myself and paid for it. He had no right to eat it. He felt angry at me and called me selfish for not sharing with him. I told him that's not what we had agreed upon when we moved in together. He's now upset with me. Am I the asshole? Info: are you struggling financially? You're the asshole, but I'd lean towards ESH if your BF would do the same thing to you. Why are you being so cheap? You guys are dating, and you're making a huge deal out of a couple slices of pizza. If you're this cheap with your BF, I'd hate to see how you are with other people. You both are not ready to live together. You're the asshole. I'd understand if he ate the food you specifically prepared for yourself, but he ate the leftovers you didn't even need since the portion was too big for you alone. It's 3 pizza slices, get a grip. It's not a big deal. I understand splitting the costs, but not to the point of tracking down every single thing he uses and counting the pennies. Stinginess is a very unattractive trait. You're the asshole. So there's just no grace in this relationship. Sounds exhausting. You're the asshole. It was 3 slices. Who cares? Jesus. Oh my, are you in a relationship or are you in a business transaction? Nickel and diming everything like this is just silly to me. Soon you will be counting the amount of squares of toilet paper you use. See how ridiculous this is? Him for not asking if it was okay to eat the rest of the pizza. You for making your partner pay for what he ate. Very nitpicky. Lady, my spouse works until 10:30 at night almost every day. You know what I do? Save him a fucking plate of the food I made because I love him. Do you love your boyfriend? You are losing your mind over 3 pieces of fucking pizza. You guys should have never moved in together. You guys sound barely ready to be in a relationship. You're the asshole, majorly. You're the asshole. I understand you pay for your own food, but it was leftovers. Relationships shouldn't be this transactional. AITA. You live together. You buy all your food together. You put the pizza in a fridge that you share. You didn't bother telling him that it's your pizza and only for you. So he ate it. Grow up and move on. Not the asshole, since the two of you had an agreement about food purchased for your own use. While I don't think that is workable long term, it is what was agreed upon. It sounds like you two need to have a discussion about hot button issues that can build up and become last straws. Personally, I would not ask for reimbursement, but rather insist he buy the next pizza to share. Not the asshole that wasn't his food to eat. Not the asshole you had an agreement, he broke it. This is just the start. If you don't nip it in the bud now, it will only get worse. He is mad at you because you had the audacity to stand up for yourself and not bend the rules just this once. Stand up for yourself. Next time just ask him to ask before he eats it. Expecting payment is so absurd, especially since it only happened once. It's very hard to maintain 50-50 in relationships. ESH is basically your roommate that you sleep with, and roommates shouldn't steal your food. So he was in the wrong for eating it without asking. You're not in the clear because you said you asked him to pay for half when he didn't eat half. If you're going to be that transactional in your relationship, you need to be honest and calculate cost by the percentage he ate. However, you could have at least given him a warning that leftovers are not community property, and if he did it again he'd be expected to pay. But be honest, none of this sounds like how you treat someone you love. Not the asshole. He ate your lunch. He didn't ask first. Very rude. My wife would always ask me before she grabbed my leftovers. As for all the others telling you, I don't know why they think it's okay to take someone's food without asking first. Not the asshole. My partner and I have been together almost 3 years. I eat gluten-free due to allergies. When we get pizza, we always get our own. He will always ask before taking a slice of mine. IDK, I just feel like it takes 3 seconds to ask. I wouldn't have made him pay for it though. I get so mad when my husband eats my food. I've asked him endless times and I never touch his food. For me is the fact that I was expecting the food to be there. Many times I'm really hungry and rushing and I remember, oh, I have leftovers, just to realize he ate everything and now I have to spend time cooking or can't eat cause I gotta rush out the door. So I'm biased and would say not the asshole, lol, especially if you've specifically asked him to not eat your food. Based on the information provided, not the asshole. You and your boyfriend have a clear agreement to split expenses and only share items that are intended to be used by both of you. The pizza was not intended to be shared, as you had ordered it for yourself and paid for it yourself. Your boyfriend had no right to consume it without your permission. NaH, have him pay for next pizza and have him share. Esh. Eating all of your leftovers, without asking, sucks. But making him pay actual money for it is excessive. Just sit down with him and have a conversation about expectations for sharing leftovers. Who was the recipient you put it in? IDK, why you're getting so many YTA. I currently live with my partner and we have a similar financial setup. If he ate my leftovers without asking, I'd be pissed. Info, has he done something like this before? If it's a first-time offense, I think asking him to pay for the food is a little extreme, but you are definitely well within your rights to be annoyed and ask him to ask in the future. Either way, not the asshole. Not the asshole, he should have asked if he could eat the pizza since he knew it was hot, his or bought for or by him. I'd be so pissed if I had this arrangement, went to go eat my leftover pizza, and my pizza was gone. Who the fuck eats someone else's food like that without asking? I'd tell him he's buying the next pizza whenever I feel like having pizza and I'm eating half. ESH. Also, cold pizza doesn't lose value. Not the asshole, one of the first fights my HB and I had was after he eating my leftovers. We settled on leftovers belong to the person and cannot be eaten without permission. Ever. Not the next day. Never. 20+ years later we still stick to it. So do our kids. Nobody touches anyone else's leftovers. It's a system that benefits all. Not the asshole. If that happened to me, he'd pay with blood, not money. If my partner did this, I would be like, WTF, please ask before you eat my food. I ordered BC, I was excited to have that today. But I wouldn't ask them to pay. He should have, since they haven't, someone is gonna stray from it, then a conversation is to be if he would have asked instead of assuming she probably would have let him eat it, and it's not like she goes taking his leftovers every other day. I think not the asshole, but it depends on your situation. I think he should have asked first and should pay you back for eating your food. Not the